Panossian and I go way back. He was 2 years behind me in residency training at USC, and then he went on to specialize in pediatric plastic surgery and craniofacial surgery at Toronto Sick Kids, so up in Canada, and then went a little south to go to Boston Children's for more specialized training in hand surgery for children. So as Tiffany mentioned, a man of many excellent talents and an incredible surgeon. I can attest to personally having scrubbed with him. So we're super happy to have him here, and we'll let him teach us about nerve palsies related to Microtia.
Very cool. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it better myself. Thanks for the generous introduction. And yes, Dr. Lewin and I have known each other for 20 years.
Oh my
It's a pretty long time.
I worked with B probably around a decade ago for several years at Children's Hospital LA, and she is the most vivacious, fun, charismatic, intelligent, wonderful audiologist you can imagine. So we, even a decade later, love having her help educate our families. And Tiff and I just sit back and laugh and enjoy and learn a lot. So I learn stuff every time I talk to her. So hopefully you guys will too.
Awesome. B, take it away.
Man, well, my name, like she said, I'm Dr. B. Smith. I'm a doctor of audiology. I have worked at 2 of the top 5, now 3 children's hospitals in the country. Like Dr. Lewin said, we got to work together, and what I can say about her is everything you see is real. How much she cares, how much she loves her kids, how much she loves her families. It's real. And we get along so well because that's how we both are. Like, we both love our families, we love our kids, and doing what we do is fun, and we appreciate that. And I think we're both pretty thankful for that most days.
Absolutely.
Most days. But
it's really, I credit a partnership, you know, between myself and Erin, who is the president of Poriferous, because we started maybe first talking in 2014. And at that point, I was using MedPor, the traditional 2-piece implants. And honestly, just a series of wonderful conversations of, you know, 2 minds trying to think about how to bring this to the next level led to a really incredible relationship over the last 5 years, to the point where, you know, I honestly don't think I could be doing these 3D ears without this partnership of the back and forth. And
you know, when I founded Poriferous, the company that makes surgical implants, before that time, I was the senior product engineer for MedPor, working with surgeons to help innovate and come up with new technologies. And during that time, we did have a lot of input of new ways of producing products and making things.
You're right. I've known Sheryl for probably more than 15 years, probably like 16 years now. So her and I go back a long time when she was originally at Children's Hospital. And that's where I'm at now at Children's Los Angeles. A little bit about myself. You know, I initially trained, I went to dental school first. And then after dental school, I went to medical school. And then subsequent to that, I did oral and maxillofacial surgery, which is a specialty of dentistry, which does a lot of jaw operations. And then, but after oral surgery, then I went and did another specialty, which was plastic and reconstructive surgery, which is a specialty of medicine. And then after that, I did craniofacial surgery. And so Dr. Lewin and I met while we're in the plastics division at Children's Los Angeles. And it's, you know, a great relationship that we've had because, you know, her subspecialty is in Microtia and ear reconstruction, and mine is in jaw surgery. And as you probably already know, the two go hand in hand. And
bilateral microtia atresia that has had the ear reconstruction process and it has gone through it. And so I'm going to be speaking today on behalf of suggestions by the office, suggestions by our families, and also my experiences. We've had, because he's bilateral, we've had a few different surgeries and some Atresia repair and a Baha revision. So learn from my successes, learn from my mistakes. You know, we'll just roll with it. So
very happy and excited to have Dr. Sanchez with us today. Our relationship actually goes way back, probably over 15 years ago. when I was a fellow at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and Dr. Sanchez was there, we worked together on a craniofacial team, which some of you may know about, but it's like all the different disciplines that surround children with craniofacial issues, be it clefts or in some cases microtia or syndromic children like Treacher Collins. So we've had, you know, many patients we've shared together, and he is a phenomenally brilliant guy. Just so, geneticists are the smartest doctors ever. So I always pick his brain for stuff that comes up and I can't figure out an answer to.
Bit of background on myself. I trained as a undergraduate in medical school at UCLA. I went to Philadelphia for 5 years at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and was here at Cedars for a year of fellowship before going to CHLA, and now I'm back at Cedars-Sinai.
So I am a audiologist by training. Prior to joining Cochlear, I was in private practice, and then now I support both the surgeons and the audiologists for Greater LA. So that includes Dr. Lewin, whose practice is just a short drive away from my home, which is great in Los Angeles. And now I support them through surgeries, through programming and training. And then I'm going to let Cynthia and Carla introduce themselves, but they really work directly with patient families, you know, candidates, recipients, helping you support you through your hearing journey. So I'll let Cynthia introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia Gil-Santillan. I'm a concierge for Cochlear, and my role is to support families of children with hearing loss and also adults that are in need of a hearing implant. So my background is my daughter is a Cochlear implant recipient and is doing extremely well, and I'm passionate about hearing implants and technology. So count on me to help you throughout the journey and support you and with resources, encouragement, and I'm available. Go ahead, Carla.
Good morning, I'm Carla, and I'm excited to work with all of you and help the journey along. I'm the engagement manager, and together with Amanda and Cynthia, we support you through the hearing journey. We're excited to be here with you. My background is I'm a former deaf educator, and I have a license to practice as an SLPA, and I'm also Spanish bilingual, and I look forward to connecting with all of you.
We'll talk because Dennis and Angela, who I've known for many, many years since they adopted their daughter, Sarah, you're gonna learn all about their story, but over these years, this family, all of the members of this family have really made it a big part of their lives to help others with microtia, be they adopted or not adopted. And so they're just one of the most wonderful families I have ever had the pleasure to meet. And I consider them, you know, essentially part of my own family as they watched my kids grow up, as I have watched their kids grow up. So I'm very honored that they agreed to have this talk, and I will let you learn a little bit more about their special family now.
Well, thank you so much for inviting us. We'd much rather be out in LA, but we'll take that. So Dennis pretty much handled our adoption, all the paperwork, and I pretty much handled the medical stuff. So I'll let him start talking about how we came to know Sarah.
Well, first of all, Tiffany, Sheryl, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about probably one of the best decisions, which turned into many more best decisions that we've made throughout our lives.